that. So the first result is tan inverse x
Tan inverse x
plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. So it's this one we have to do when the thing is that the xy should be less than 1. The product xy should be less than 1.
less than
In that condition only you have to use this.
xy should be less than 1.
Yeah, xy should be, they are not given that. Okay, but anyway we'll do that.
Okay.
See, to solve this is very easy. Let tan inverse x is equal to a and tan inverse y is equal to b.
B.
So let's write like this. So this becomes tan A happens to be X and tan B happens to be like Y. Now let us use the formula tan of A plus B is equal to tan A plus tan B divided by 1 minus tan A tan B. This is the formula. And now let's substitute what is tan A. Tan A is X, tan B is Y divided by 1 minus xy. Now we got this equal to tan of A plus B. So simply we can write A plus B is equal to tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. And now replace A and B with tan inverse x and tan inverse y. So you get this one as tan inverse x plus tan inverse y.
Mm-hmm.
So hence the answer. That's it. That's the answer.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah. Okay. It's this one. Inverse x tan inverse y. Okay.
You know. Now let's solve another thing, that the second part of the question. The second part of the question is you had to prove tan inverse x minus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse of x minus y divided by 1 plus xy. So here for this one the condition is that xy should be greater than minus 1. So this is the
Mm.
condition. Xy, the value of xy should be greater than minus 1. So under
Okay.
that conditions, we have to do this.
Do
Yeah. So to prove that, we'll write let tan inverse x the same way. Tan inverse
A
x is
and B
equal to
and
a.
X and Y.
Yes. Tan inverse y is b.
Okay.
So you have the scenario that tan a is equal to x and tan b is equal to y. So we will use the formula tan of A minus B
Mm.
is tan A minus tan B divided by 1 plus tan A tan B. Now what is tan A tan B? It is like x minus y divided by 1 plus xy. Right? So you
Mm.
have A minus B is tan inverse
Yeah.
of x minus y divided by 1 plus xy.
Yeah.
So you have A and B, just replace them. So when you replace them, you get tan inverse x minus tan
Mm-hmm.
inverse y is equal to tan inverse of x minus y divided by 1 minus xy. X minus y divided by 1 plus xy. 1 plus xy. So hence the answer. This is the answer.
Okay.
Clear as T?
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next part. I know they have done the same thing. Okay. Instead of a and b, theta and phi, something they used. Okay, fine. Now the next one. 2 tan inverse x is sine inverse of 2x by 1 plus x square. This one we have to show. So I'll write that.
Okay. Should I write the question?
No need, no need. It's these sort of things we have to remember. Okay. These sort of things we have to remember, Aditi. So 2 tan inverse x is sine inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus x square
Yes.
inverse of 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square, and then we got to show this is equal to tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square. All these things we have to show. So this is the task we have in hand.
Okay.
And now for this we will do a simple thing. So here to solve this, let
Yeah.
tan inverse x is theta, we assume.
Yeah.
So tan theta happens to be x.
Okay.
Now 2 tan inverse x means what? 2 theta, right? 2
Yeah.
tan inverse x means 2 theta. So let's
2
do this one. First to find sine 2 theta. Sine 2 theta can be written as 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta.
Okay.
So
Sine
tan
2
theta,
theta.
no, sine 2 theta.
Yeah.
Sine
Okay.
2 theta is 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta. So it is nothing but 2x by 1 plus x square. So I can write 2 theta as sine inverse of 2x by
Oh.
1 plus x square. First part is over. So your
Okay.
theta you can replace with tan inverse x, so that becomes 2 tan inverse x. First part is over.
Yeah, 1 second, I'm writing it
Note
down.
it, note it, note it. This transformation chakachak you should remember.
No. Yeah.
That's what. These transformations are must, you should remember. Oh.
2x plus 1 plus x square. Okay.
Okay. Now
The same for cos theta.
cos 2 theta we have to find.
Ah,
I
cos.
will tell you. I'll tell you. So we have to do for cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta can be written as 1 minus tan square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. Now we know that tan theta is x. This is the funda. Theta is tan inverse x. These are the replacements. So you get 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square. So when you find 2 theta, that is cos inverse of 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square. So this is what you have. And then theta is nothing but tan inverse x. So again 2 tan inverse x is cos inverse of 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square. This is one transformation. The other transformation was sine inverse of 2x by 1 plus x square. Both the transformations we have to remember. The third transformation we will do. Please note it.
Yeah, 1. I write it.
Yeah, note it.
Okay.
Now the third part. So for third part, we'll find tan 2 theta. The formula of tan 2 theta is 2 tan theta by 1 minus tan square theta. So tan theta is x. When you substitute, you get 2x by 1 minus x square. The substitution is x is tan theta. And theta is tan inverse x. So you have again 2 theta happens to be tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square. So you substitute what is theta, tan inverse x. So you have 2 tan inverse x is tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square. And also we have proved that it is equal to cos inverse of 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square. And we also proved that it is sine inverse of 2x by 1 plus x square. That's it. This is the proof. So this order you have to remember. See, the one technique wise we can tell you. See, 2 tan inverse x is sine inverse of 2x by 1 plus x square, tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square. So sine and tan, they look alike, only change in the plus and minus signs. Okay. Cos inverse is different. Cos inverse, you get it as 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square.
Okay.
Other way to remember, you get sine inverse x 2x by 1 plus x square, right? But you see cos inverse, you have 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square. The denominator term inside the cos inverse and the denominator term inside the sine inverse, look at them, they are 1 plus x square only.
Okay.
So the numerator terms are different. Numerator term is 2x, here numerator term is 1 minus x square. That way you can make it. And now it is like, now tan inverse is sine by cos. Tan x is like sine x by cos x, right?
Yeah.
So you take
Tan
the
x
ratio. Tan x is sine x by cos x,
Sin
obviously.
x by cos. Yeah.
Right? So you
Yeah.
take the ratio of this one and this one. So what is like 2x by 1 plus x square divided by 1 minus x square whole divided by 1 plus x square. See, 1 plus x square is out. 2x by 1 minus x square. This is how. If you remember these two, you divide this with this, you get this.
Yes. Oh,
So
okay.
this way you can remember. This way you can remember and then make out.
Remember. Okay.
Yeah, this is the way to remember the things. Right.
Okay.
So this is the technique to remember. So we'll go
Okay.
ahead. Now this is what you have. Okay. So done this, they have done in a different way, no problem. Okay. Okay, let's solve some problems. Prove that tan inverse 1 by 7 plus tan inverse 1 by 13 is tan inverse 2 by 9. Okay. So we'll do that. Tan inverse 1 by 7 plus tan inverse 1 by 30. That's the question which is given. You got to prove that tan inverse, that is tan inverse 2 by 9. So let's apply the formula tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, tan inverse of x plus y by. So this is the formula you have to apply. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is nothing but tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy.
Okay.
This is the formula you have to apply. Now, x, what is x? 1 by 7. What is y? 1 by 13 divided by 1 minus xy. That is 1 by 7 into 1 by 13.
Okay.
Okay, let's do. Now, tan inverse of 1 by 7 plus 1 by 13. So, 13 into 7, let's keep it. So, on the top 13 plus 7 is what you get. Denominator 13 into 7. Keep it as it is, don't multiply. Whole divided by, here 13 into 7 is 91, right? Minus 1 whole divided by 13 times 7. So 13 times 7 is out. So
Okay.
here you have tan inverse of 13 plus 7, that is 20, whole divided by 90. 91 minus 1 is 90. 20 by
Okay.
90 is nothing but 2 by 9. So tan inverse of 2 by 9. Hence proof.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's solve the
Yeah.
next one. So it's just application of the formula and then it just gets over. And now, to the tan inverse root x is 1 by 2 cos inverse 1 minus x by 1 plus x. Okay. This is also like an important formula. So we have tan inverse of root x. Okay. That is half of cos inverse of 1 minus x divided by 1 plus x is what we have to prove. So what I will do is, let tan inverse of root x is theta. So the what is tan theta now? That is root x.
Okay.
Now this is how the form is like 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta. So what I'll do is I will find what is cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta is 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta.
Okay.
But tan theta is root x. So if I put root x, what is tan square theta from here? We can find it. Tan square theta is x now. So this becomes 1 minus x by 1 plus x. So if I write 2 theta happens to be cos inverse of 1 minus x by 1 plus x. And now what is theta half of this? Theta is nothing but tan inverse of root x, right?
Yeah.
That's where we started. That is nothing but half of cos inverse of 1 minus x by 1 plus x. Hence the problem. Hence the problem.
1 second.
Yeah, please note it.
Yeah. Okay. Write it down.
Okay, right. Now the next one. Solve the equation. Through the solve the equation, tan inverse of 1 minus x by 1 plus x is half tan inverse x. This is like find x. Okay.
Okay.
Find x such that tan inverse of 1 minus x by 1 plus x is half tan inverse x. So you have the
Inverse.
equation tan inverse of 1 minus x by 1 plus x is nothing but half tan inverse of x. So you have to solve this. And now they have given some condition. That condition also will write. Forgot to write the condition. So what is the condition? They said x is greater
1
than
by
0.
2.
That is the condition. X greater than 0 is the condition they have given.
Yeah.
That means
X
x
great.
is a positive number. X is greater
Yeah.
than 0. X is a positive quantity. Okay, now, so to tackle this such questions, we have different ways of solving the same problem. So one way to do that is we will do like this. See, uh, so I will follow this method. Let x is equal to tan theta. So I follow like
Okay.
this. If I put x equal to tan theta, this tan inverse of tan theta is theta. So that part I am fine. Now another part. So what happens for 1 minus x by 1 plus x? This format you have to remember. If x is tan theta, what is 1 minus tan theta by 1 plus tan theta? So what we do is I'll do a small magic here. Instead of 1, I'll write tan pi by 4. Tan pi by 4 is 1 minus tan theta. I can write like this. Whole divided by 1 plus tan pi by 4 is anyway 1 So we'll write tan pi by 4 into tan theta. What I did was at the denominator, I multiplied this tan theta into 1.
Okay.
Okay, instead of 1, I put pi by 4 here, tan pi by 4. Now this is the form tan A minus tan B divided by 1 plus tan A tan B. So this becomes like tan of pi by 4 minus theta. Tan of A minus B. Tan A minus tan B divided by 1 plus tan A tan B. So tan of pi by 4 minus theta. Now what they asked is tan inverse of 1 minus x by 1 plus x. What it will become? No, 1 minus x by 1 plus x. It will become as tan inverse of tan pi by 4 minus theta. So this is where we are. So that is nothing but the left hand side part becomes pi by 4 minus theta, because both are inverse functions, they cancel each other to give pi by 4 minus theta. So the left side part is like that. Now come back to the right side part. Right side part, what you have is half tan inverse x. That is, x is nothing but tan theta. Put it. Half
Okay.
tan inverse of tan theta, that is nothing but theta. So half is multiplying. This becomes theta by 2 on the right side. So it becomes theta by 2 on the right side. Clear? And
Okay.
now send minus theta onto this side. So it becomes pi by 4 is equal to theta plus theta by 2. So that is 3 theta by 2. So I have the equation 3 theta by 2 happens to be like pi by 4.
Okay.
That is the one you have. So 2 you can cancel here. So theta is, value of theta is pi by 6. So 3 you send this side, what you get is pi by 6. Hence the answer. So theta is pi by 6, and then you have to find what is x. X is tan theta. So that is what you have to find is tan pi by 6. Tan pi by 6 is 1 by root 3.
Okay.
So the value of x is 1 by root 3. So you give the answer x is equal to 1 by root 3.
Okay.
That's the answer.
Okay.
So that's how we give the answers. So
1 second.
yeah, you can. Sorry. Sharing this one. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Written?
Yeah.
Okay. So we go ahead. Yeah, the next one. Show that tan inverse of 1 plus x square plus 1 square root of 1 minus x square divided by square root of 1 plus x square minus square root of 1 minus x square is equal to pi by 4 plus half cos inverse x, half cos inverse of x square. Typical problem, this one. So here, it's not that easy to get this funda, this idea. Okay, we will do that. So one way of, this is one way of solving. We have several ways of solving the same problem. He is doing it in one way. So let's follow his way. What can be done? Okay, there are many ways of doing the same problem. Okay, ma.
Okay.
So not an issue. So we have several methods, but ultimately it will work out like this only. Okay. So we will do this. So tan inverse of, we'll take this from here. So it's like tan inverse of square root of 1 plus x square plus square root of 1 minus x square whole divided by square root of 1 plus x square minus square root of 1 minus x square. I hope this problem is this one only. So, yeah, that's it. Pi by 4 plus half cos inverse x square. X square is what you have to get. So for this to do, so let us give the substitution. Let x is equal to x square will substitute as cos 2 theta. Why we had to take this substitution is 1 plus cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta. Similarly, 1 minus cos 2 theta, if you take, that is 2 sin square theta. So when you see the square roots, try to remove the square roots by using these
Yeah.
formulas. Okay. So when you plug in this, so it becomes tan inverse of square root of, instead of x square, you will substitute cos 2 theta. So 1 plus cos 2 theta plus square root of 1 minus cos 2 theta whole
Okay.
divided by square root of 1 plus cos 2 theta minus square root of 1 minus cos 2 theta. So we have given the substitutions. And now what is 1 plus cos 2 theta? As I told you, 2 cos square theta. 1 minus cos 2 theta is 2 sin square theta. Plug in that. So it becomes
Okay.
tan inverse of, so it is square root of, the first term is 2 cos square theta plus square root of 2 sin square theta whole divided by square root of 2 cos square theta minus square root of 2 sin square theta. So this is what you have.
Yeah.
Plug it in. Clear? Can I clear this?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we will clear one small part. So you have, what is here, root 2 comes all over. So I will take the tan inverse.
Okay.
Root 2 is common in the numerator and
Yeah.
root 2 is common in the denominator. So we'll take it off. On the top I have cos theta plus sin theta. Cos theta plus sin theta whole divided by, denominator I have cos theta minus sin theta.
Okay.
Minus sin theta. And now the root 2 gets cancelled off.
Okay.
Root 2 gets cancelled off. Now
Okay.
let's write the next term. What we can do. Now divide the numerator and denominator. Here I'll write. And the next step. These are the exact steps. If you follow, then you can get the answer pretty quickly.
Okay.
Divide numerator and denominator with cos theta.
Okay.
So when you do that, what happens? So you get tan inverse of cos theta plus sin theta whole divided by cos theta
Okay.
whole divided by cos theta minus sin theta divided by cos theta. So this is what you have. And now you can
Okay.
split the numerator.
Okay.
You can split the numerator. You can split the numerator. So when you split the numerators on the top, so this becomes tan inverse of, so this becomes cos theta by cos theta plus sin theta by cos theta. Sin theta by cos theta whole divided by cos theta by cos theta minus sin theta by cos theta.
Okay.
So cos theta gone. Here cos theta gone. Sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. So you have tan inverse of 1 plus tan theta divided by 1 minus tan theta. This is the transformation you have to get. Now we just discussed what is 1 plus tan theta by 1 minus tan theta. This
Yeah. Okay.
becomes, so what we do here is tan inverse of, instead of 1 we will put tan pi by 4.
Okay.
Tan of pi by 4 plus tan theta divided by 1 minus tan pi by 4 into tan theta. We can write like this.
Okay.
So this is of the form tan A plus tan B divided by 1 minus tan A tan B. So this becomes tan inverse of tan A plus B. Instead of A plus B, it is pi by 4 plus theta.
Okay.
So this finally becomes pi by 4 plus theta.
Okay.
So what is theta we started with? You have to go back to that. We started with x square is equal to cos 2 theta.
Okay.
So 2 theta happens to be cos inverse of x square, and theta happens to be half of cos inverse x square.
Okay.
So then you substitute, you get the answer pi by 4 plus half cos inverse x square. This is a little bit long problem. If you follow the exact steps, then you need a lot of practice to do this for sure.
Okay.
So we'll put the brackets here properly.
Yes, okay.
Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. Evaluate the following. Sine of pi by 3 minus sine inverse of minus half.
Okay.
Sine of pi by 3 minus sine inverse of minus half.
Okay.
See, what is we had to get this strike. Sine inverse of minus x is minus sine inverse x. This
Yeah.
has to strike in our head. So when you are solving this. So what is sine inverse of minus half? Minus sine inverse half. So minus of minus is plus. So it becomes sine of pi by 3 plus sine inverse half.
Okay.
What is sine inverse of half? For which angle of theta we will get half? Pi by 6, right?
Right. Yeah.
So sine of, I can write pi by 3 plus pi by 6. What is pi by 3 plus pi by 6? 60 plus 30, which is 90.
60
So
plus. Yeah.
30, that is 90. So it is sine of pi by 2. So which is 1. Hence the answer.
Okay. Okay.
Clear, Aditi?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
1 second.
yeah, noted.
Which is for this. Okay.
So let's move on to the next one. Next one is cot of tan inverse alpha plus cot. This is very easy.
Okay.
See, one thing you have to know. Cot of tan inverse alpha plus cot
Alpha
inverse alpha.
plus alpha.
See, this one you have to know. Tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is pi by 2.
Yeah.
So instead of x, alpha is there. So tan inverse alpha plus cot inverse alpha is pi by 2. So this
So
is nothing but cot pi by 2.
pi by 2.
Cot pi by
Cot
2 is
pi
0.
by 2 will be 0.
0. Hence the answer.
Okay.
Clear? Fine. Next. Tan inverse half of this is
Sine
good. Okay,
inverse.
no need to write. We'll do that. This is also a very famous problem. Tan of half of sine inverse 2x by 1 plus x square and cos inverse of 1 minus y square divided by 1 plus y square. So this is what you have. So for this we had to find, okay. So this becomes tan inverse of tan of, okay, we'll read it. Tan of half. What is sin inverse of 2x by 1 plus x square? That is nothing but, can you guess? That is 2 tan inverse x.
Yeah. 2 tan.
2 tan inverse x.
2 tan inverse.
Yeah, this is 2 tan inverse y. We just did that,
Mm.
right? We can substitute that. So after substitutions, this 2 can be cancelled everywhere
Mm.
altogether. So 2 you can take common and then cancel here.
Okay.
So this becomes tan inverse x plus tan inverse y.
Okay.
What is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y? We know
Tan
that
inverse x.
tan inverse of x
Tan.
plus y by 1 minus x plus y.
Mm.
X plus y by 1 minus x plus y, right? So tan and tan inverse both are inverse functions. They cancel each other. So you will get x plus y by 1 minus xy. Hence the answer.
Okay. 1 second.
Very famous problem.
Okay. Tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus x plus y by. Okay.
Let's move on. The next one. Tan of 2 tan inverse 1 by 5. Tan of 2 tan inverse 1 by 5. Tan of 2 tan inverse 1 by 5 is what we have to solve. Now, this one easily you can solve. See, let it's like this. Let tan inverse like this. Many ways we can do. Tan inverse
Okay.
1 by 5 is theta. So tan theta value is 1 by 5. So your entire problem becomes tan of 2 theta, right? If
Okay.
theta is tan inverse 1 by 5, tan 2 theta. Tan 2 theta is 2 tan theta by 1 minus tan square theta.
Okay.
So put tan theta value 1 by 5, 2 into 1 by 5 divided by 1 minus 1 by 5 whole square. You can do like this. So this
Okay.
becomes 2 by 5 on the top whole divided by 1 minus 1 by 25, right? You have 2 by 5 divided by 24 by 25 is what you get. So this 5 and this goes 5 times, and 2 can be cancelled for 12 times. So the answer will become 5 by 12.
Okay.
So that's how. The other way of solving the same problem is like this. See, 2 tan inverse x is like this. Tan inverse of tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square. So it's like the same 2x divided by 1 minus x square. 1 minus 1 by 5 whole square. This is like doing in one step. So
Okay.
ultimately tan and tan inverse will cancel out. So we'll end up with 2 by 5 divided by 24 by 25.
Okay.
So anyway, you will end up with the same answer. So the answer is 5 by 12. This is like one step.
Okay.
It's like the steps will make you more like understanding the problem, but this is also okay. You can do like this also.
Okay.
Clear, Amma? Now next one.
Yeah.
We have the next one. So the next one is tan of 2 tan inverse 1 by 5 minus pi by 4. So just we did 2 tan inverse 1 by 5. So here we go. Tan of 2 tan inverse 1 by 5 minus pi by 4. We just solved 2 tan inverse 1 by 5 is nothing but tan of tan inverse 5 by 12. Right, we just solved that. So I'm not
Yeah.
doing it. So minus pi by 4. We can write like this. Now let's put like this. Let tan inverse 5 by 12 happens to be A and the B is pi by 4.
Okay.
Now my value of tan A is nothing but 5 by 12. What is the value of tan B? Tan B happens to be 1. Tan pi by 4 is 1.
5/4.
So your problem happens to be tan of A minus B.
Okay.
Tan of A minus B is tan A minus tan B divided by 1 plus tan A tan B. 1 plus tan A tan B. Tan A is 5 by 12 minus 1 divided by 1 plus 5 by 12 into 1.
Okay.
So 5 by 12 minus 1 is negative 7 by 12. So whole divided by this becomes 17 by 12. Negative 7 by 17.
Okay.
So hence the answer.
Okay. Okay. 1 second. Writing it down. Okay.
Okay. Right. Now go. Yeah. The next one. If cos inverse x. Oh, with this exercise, the chapter is
Oh.
over. What is this? We are like playing a T20 cricket with your second book. I'm
Only
feeling
the
like
book one was long. The book
book one
two.
was too long, I think. Too long.
Yeah.
Book two, I think we are playing a T20 cricket. Tuck, 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 tuck. It is getting over. Already we are through with 4 to 5 chapters, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's sum up. I am surprised to see.
Yeah. Even I saw. I was like, this is over.
Okay. If cos inverse x plus cos inverse y is beta, prove that we have this. So,
Cos inverse x plus cos inverse.
if cos inverse x plus cos inverse y is equal to beta, what did they give? Am I right? Or
I just wrote cos inverse x plus cos inverse y.
inverse y is
I
equal to
didn't
beta, then
write
prove that x square minus 2xy cos beta plus y square.
x square minus 2xy cos beta
Beta
is
plus
equal to y square.
x square minus 2xy cos beta plus y square is equal to sine square beta. I hope so. That's the one we have to.
Yeah,
2xy cos beta plus y square is equal to sine square
sine
beta.
square beta.
Okay, fine. So this is what we have to prove. Easy only. See, cos inverse x plus cos inverse y is beta. They have given. So what I will do is, so let cos inverse x is equal to a and cos inverse y is equal to b. So your cos a becomes x and cos y becomes b. See, cos b is equal to y. So this is what I have. Now I have the thing that basically the equation falls down like this. A plus b is beta. That's how the equation falls.
Okay.
A plus b is beta. So we can do like this. What we can do? What is x square? Okay, we can substitute. Take the LHS. We can take the LHS and we can solve. Otherwise, we can get this equation, not an issue. But we'll go by the LHS part. Okay. But why to take this headache LHS? Okay, we'll do this. Okay, x square. What is x square? You have cos square a x square minus 2xy minus 2 cos a cos b cos beta into y square. Y square is cos square b. Okay, this is what you left. Okay, okay. You cannot get to. Okay, okay. It's difficult to prove from LHS. Okay, we'll have another method. That is the best I think. So what I will do is, let us apply cosine function on either side. So if I apply, then what happens is cos of a plus b is equal to cos beta. See, a plus b is beta, then cos of a plus b is cos beta. Cos of a plus b is cos a cos b minus sin a sin b.
Okay.
Cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. So instead, why to take this cosine function? Hmm, okay, we can do this, but we want sin square beta. Okay, instead of cosine. Okay, this is even faster. Even faster thing we'll do. Let us apply sine function. Why? Because here sin square beta is there. So I
Okay.
will do, what I will do is sine of a plus b I will take. Let us consider sine of a plus b. That is sine beta. So sine of a plus b is sine a cos b plus cos a sin b plus cos a sin b. So this is what I have. That is cos a sin b. That is equal to sine beta. And now what I will do is, further, we want sine square beta, right?
Mm.
Sine square beta. So what we do is we'll find the square of this sine square beta. So sine square beta is sine a cos b 1 plus sine square a plus b. Oh, what is we can do sine square a plus b? Cos to be it will work. I think can be solved much simpler than this. Wait, Amma. Wait.
Okay.
It's a bit. Uh, I want to make it as simple as possible. We will get it
Okay.
to this. Sine square beta is directly will square this. So that becomes sine square of a plus b.
Okay.
So sine square of a plus b can be written as 1 minus cos of 2a plus 2b divided by 2. I can do
Okay.
like this. So whether it will work, I'm just checking, or it is getting complicated, which is getting complicated. No, this root is also not good, not good. 1 minus cos 3 cos no. This is also complicated. This is also complicated. Okay, we'll do like this itself. Like this itself. We'll do this is also complicated. Next steps I'm guessing that. So sin a cos b plus cos a sin b whole square. Must be sin b whole square. Let us do the square. So what I get is sine square A cos square B plus cos square A sine square B plus 2 sin A cos A into sin B cos B. Right?
Yeah, okay.
Now, so let us put sine square beta is equal to sine square A. What is sine square? Cos A I have x. Sin A is square root of 1 minus x square. And similarly cos B is y. So it becomes sin B happens to be square root of 1 minus y square. So we need to substitute the things. So you have cos square B is y into y square into 1 minus x square plus x square into 1 minus y square. This is how you get plus x square into 1 minus y square plus cos A cos B is 2xy into square root of 1 minus x square into 1 minus y square. So this is what we get.
Okay.
Now, do we have, fine. So I'll clear the top. What to do? This is a bit complicated problem.
Yeah.
A bit complex problem. This is. I want to cut down the steps as much as I can, but it's not possible. So we have here y square plus x square. We got this x square plus y square term minus x square y square minus x square y square, right? When you multiply the things inside, right?
Okay.
Plus 2xy into square root of, you have this one, you check, it's square root of 1 minus x square into square root of 1 minus y square. So this becomes, this one we need to look in, 2xy into square root of 1 minus x square into square root of 1 minus y square. What is that one? Okay. Okay, we have to leave it. So we have to leave it that. Okay, 2xy into square root of 1 minus x square. Keep it as is. 1 minus x square into 1 minus y square. So keep it as is. So x square plus y square minus. Okay, you have x square plus y square. This becomes minus 2x square y square plus 2xy into square root of 1 minus x square into 1 minus y square. 1 minus y square. Let's keep it like this. And now out of these two terms, let's take 2xy as common. X square plus y square minus 2xy I will take common. If I take minus 2xy as common, I will end up with xy minus square root of 1 minus x square into square root of 1 minus y square. So this is what I end up. Okay, ma?
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
this entire term is cos beta, which you cannot believe now. Later that becomes cos beta. Now it's very tough to believe, but I will tell you why it will. Okay, this entire term is cos beta. Why it is, I will show you now. With this, problem is over. So your sine square beta is this
Yeah.
term, and then when you substitute this entire term is cos beta, you are done.
Oh.
This entire term becomes cos beta. Why it is so, we'll just see that. No problem. So please note up to this. The problem is over
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
So when you substitute this entire term as cos beta, then the job is done.
Okay.
Yes. So we had to see the last part. You have cos inverse x plus cos inverse y is equal to cos beta. Y is equal to beta they have given. Why the cos beta becomes that? So let us take cos beta. Cos beta is like cos of a plus b. We assume that cos inverse x and cos inverse y are a and b. So this becomes cos
Yeah.
of a plus b. So cos beta happens to be cos of a plus b is cos a cos b
Yeah.
minus sin a sin b. Right.
Okay.
So what is cos a cos b? You have x and y will come, and sin a is square root of 1 minus x square, and sin b is 1 minus y square. That's it. This is the reason
Okay.
this cos beta becomes equal to xy minus square root of 1 minus x square into square root of 1 minus y square.
Okay.
So this is the
Okay.
thing, little bit complicated problem. See,
Yeah.
from here also we can get the answer. Little bit tough. Actually, what we have to do is this term will send this side and then cos beta this side.
Yeah.
So like this we can do. Like when you send this term this side and cos beta this side, so it becomes square root of 1 minus x square into 1 minus y square happens to be xy minus cos beta. You can do like this. This is the other way of doing. Okay, that also will solve anyway. So you take like this and square on both sides.
Okay.
Both sides. Both the methods you can do.
Okay.
And now you have the thing like this stating that. So when you square it, the square roots are gone. So you have 1 minus x square into 1 minus y square this side.
Okay.
So here when you square it, this entire thing have to be squared. You have to open the bracket and then put the square. Okay. So when you square it, this becomes a square, that is x square y square, plus b square happens to be cos square beta,
Okay.
and minus 2ab minus 2xy cos beta. So
Okay.
almost like directly you will get it.
Get
I
it.
think this
Okay.
method is much better. So
Yeah.
1 into 1, 1
Yeah.
minus x square minus y square plus x
Yeah.
square y square is what you get this side. So here x square y square. Yeah, this method looks much better. Cos square
Yeah.
beta minus 2xy cos beta. You have this. And now x square y square is gone. You send the cos square beta onto other side and x square plus y square this side. This is a bit faster even.
Okay.
So when you do that, you have 1 minus cos square beta happens to be x square plus y square minus 2xy cos beta. You have this 1 minus cos square beta is sin square beta. So you have the sin square
Okay.
beta happens to be x square plus y square minus 2xy cos beta. So anyway, you can prove that. Doesn't matter that other thing. It might be taking a little bit longer. But
Yeah. Okay.
this is ultimate. I feel this is the ultimately the short one. I thought that other one will go take less number of steps. This is taking less number of
No,
steps
this is
compared to
yeah.
other ones.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll see. We'll try to finish off this chapter today. The next one, cos inverse x plus cos inverse phi plus cos inverse z is pi. And then you got to prove that x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xyz is equal to 1. Okay. Cos inverse x plus cos inverse y plus cos inverse z is equal to pi. What we got to show? X square plus y square plus z square. X square plus, we got to show that x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xyz is equal to 1. I hope that clear. Ah, yeah, we had to show that. So, okay, fine.
Okay.
So, this is what they have given. X cos inverse x plus cos inverse y plus cos inverse z equal to pi. And you got to show x square plus y square plus 2xyz equal to 1. Good question.
Okay.
So, later like this, cos inverse x happens to be A, cos inverse y happens to be B, cos inverse z happens to be C. So let's put like this. So your cos A is x, cos B is y, and cos C is z. So you all have this. And the next one is that it also says that A plus B plus C is equal to pi. So it says that ABC are vertices of the triangle. Okay, ABCs are the angles in a triangle. Sum of the angles in a triangle is equal to 180. So that's what it says. So your LHS, let's consider the LHS part. LHS part is x square plus y square plus z square is equal to plus 2xyz equal to 1. So let's put the LHS. So my x is cos A. So x square is cos square A plus cos square B plus cos square C plus 2 cos A cos B cos C. This entire thing I had to show it is equal to 1. That is the task we have. Oof. Okay. Okay, and what is the methodology we have to follow? Okay. Now what I do is, many methods are there in my mind. Which method I had to do, I am thinking. Okay. What to do, what not to do. Okay. Okay, I will do that. Fine. We'll use the identity here. Okay, I'll tell you. If a plus b plus c is pi, okay, we will do this. One cos a cos square a is 1 plus cos 2a whole divided by 2 plus 1 plus cos 2b whole divided by 2 plus 1 plus cos 2c whole divided by 2 plus you have 2 cos a cos b cos c. Okay, ma, please note it. And now it happens to be half plus half plus half, that is 3 by 2. So you can add up the numerators. You can add up the numerators. So it becomes 3 plus cos 2a plus cos 2b plus cos 2c. This is what you get. Whole divided by 2. This is what you are left with. Plus 2 cos a cos b cos c. Written, I'll think. Once written, please let me know.
Oh, it was, yeah, I wrote it. Got muted.
Okay, right.
Hello?
Hello. Got muted. Okay, okay, right, right. So what we do is, we have an identity when a plus b plus c is equal to pi, we use the identity that cos 2a plus cos 2b plus cos 2c
Yeah.
is equal to -1 -4 cos a cos b cos c,
Okay.
when a plus b plus c equal to pi. So we use
Okay.
this identity to solve this problem. So here the problem goes simple afterwards.
Okay.
So let's substitute the result what we have. So when you substitute the result, it becomes 3 plus this part is -1 -4 cos a cos b cos c,
Okay.
right? Whole divided by 2 plus 2 cos a cos b cos c. So this
Okay.
becomes like this. 3 minus 1 is 2. So 2 by 2, let me split the numerators, -4 cos a cos b cos c
Okay.
whole divided by 2 plus 2 cos a cos b cos c.
Okay.
So you can see that this cancel out 2 times and this term is opposite of this term. So these both cancel with each other, which will become 0, and 2 by 2 goes to 1, and hence the answer is 1.
Okay.
Clear, Aditi?
Yeah.
So this is the problem. So next ones are like somewhat easy problems only. With that the chapter we can finish it up. So you have prove each of the following: sin inverse 1 by 5 plus sin inverse 2 by 1 by root 5 plus 2 by root 5, sin inverse 2 by root 5. So is equal to pi by 2. So do that. So you have sin inverse 1 by root 5 plus sin inverse 2 by root 5. We got to show this is equal to pi by 2. So how do we do that? Let sin inverse 1 by root 5 is alpha. So its sin alpha happens to be 1 by root 5. Now similarly, sin inverse 2 by root 5, let us assume that is equal to beta.
Yeah.
So sin beta happens to be 2 by root 5. So let us do sine alpha plus beta, sine of alpha plus beta. So that is nothing but sine alpha cos beta
Yeah.
plus cos alpha sine beta.
Okay.
So what is sine alpha? 1 by root 5. And what is cos beta? So here you got to see the right angle triangle with root 5 as the hypotenuse, and then the opposite side, this, let us say this is 2, and 5 minus 4, this happens to be 1. This is in the with the same triangle that are coming up. So 1 2 root 5. So square root of 1 square plus 2 square, that is square root of 5. So this happens to be 2 by root 5 plus you have cos alpha. Cos alpha happens to be again 2 by root 5,
Okay.
right? And sine beta happens to be 2 by root 5. So this is what you have. And now here this one is 2 by root 5. There's something
Yeah.
wrong with this. Cos beta. Cos beta is 1 by root 5. Sorry. Cos beta is 1 by root 5. So this becomes 1 by 5. Root 5 into 5 is 5. 1 by 5. This happens to be 4 by 5. So that is 5 by 5, which is equal to 1. Sine of alpha plus beta is equal to 1. Alpha plus beta is equal to 1. That is alpha plus beta should be equal to pi by 2. So these are actually the angles of the same triangle.
Okay.
So that these are complementary to each other.
Okay.
So alpha plus beta are complementary angles. They are within the triangle. Okay. So that
Okay.
happens to be pi by 2. So that's the norm. Okay. Now let's move on to the next. And now the similar way. Sine inverse. So these are all the same kind. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Sine inverse 4 by 5 plus sine inverse 5 by 13 plus sine inverse 16 by 65 is 5 by 2. But three things are there. How to solve three things I will let you know. This one is okay. Some tough questions are there. So let me solve. Sine inverse 4 by 5 plus sine inverse 5 by 13 plus sine inverse. These are important. Sine inverse.
4 by 5.
Sine
5 by
inverse 4 by 5 plus sine inverse 5 by 13.
13. Oh wait, the second one, third one I didn't get.
Sine inverse
Sine
16 by
inverse
65.
65. Huh.
Yeah. That we had to show pi by 2. So let me check one more time.
I think this is the one.
4 by 5, 5 by 13, 16 by 65.
Yeah.
4 by 5, 5 by 13, 16 by 65. Okay, fine. So how to deal with this? So here, three things are given how to deal. So we do by let sine inverse 4 by 5 is equal to alpha. The usual way we'll do. Sine inverse 5 by
5 by
13 is
3.
beta. So first let's solve for these two. Sine
Okay.
alpha is 4 by 5 and sine beta is 5 by 30. So let us first solve for alpha plus beta. What is sine of alpha plus beta? So first two things we'll do. Two things we'll take. So it is sine alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sine beta. What is sine alpha? Sine alpha happens to be 4 by 5 and cos beta is 12 by 13. 5, 12, 13 is the right angle triangle. And next is cos alpha. Cos alpha is 3 by 5 and sine beta is 5 by 30.
13.
So you have denominator as 65 and the numerator 12 for 48, 48 plus 15. So this happens to be sine of alpha plus beta happens to be 63 by 65. 65. So your alpha plus beta happens to be sine inverse of 63 by 65.
Hmm.
So the first two angles sum, these two sum is sine inverse of 63 by 65. So
Okay.
your problem reduces to sine inverse of 63 by 65, okay, plus sine inverse of 16 by 65.
Okay.
This problem can be solved even, I'll tell you how. See, sine inverse of 16 by 65, let us say it is like some theta. Then your sine theta happens to be 16 by 65. Why I'm able to do this is like I know the triangle 16, 63, 65 forms your Pythagorean triple. 16, 63, 65 forms your Pythagorean triple. So the reason I am able to do this. If sine theta is 16 by 65, my cos theta happens to be 63 by 65. Okay, ma?
Okay.
So
Okay.
theta is cos inverse. I can very well write cos inverse of 63 by 65. So let me substitute here. Instead of sine inverse 16 by 65, I will substitute sine inverse of 63 by 65 plus, instead of sine inverse of 16 by 65, I will substitute cos inverse of 63 by 65. So I know very well that sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. Hence the answer is pi by 2. It's the same x, right?
Okay.
So the answer
Yeah.
is straight.
Okay.
So this way you can solve.
Okay.
Right. So the next one, C, you can try in the same way.
Okay.
But for this, the C to do, you have cos inverse 4 by 5 had to be changed in terms of tan inverse. Okay, that I will do.
Okay.
Okay, cos inverse 4 by 5
Yeah.
plus, let me check, what is that? Tan inverse 3 by 5. Cos inverse 4 by 5 plus tan inverse 3 by 5. So cos inverse 4 by 5 plus tan inverse 3 by 5, which is given to us. So let me see, cos inverse 4 by 5, I can write it as tan inverse of, see, 3, 4, 5 forms the right angle triangle. This is 4, 5, 3. Okay. So if
Okay.
cos inverse 4 by 5 happens to be
Oh,
tan inverse 3 by 4.
okay.
If you assume this is theta, cos theta is 4 by 5, then tan theta is nothing but 3 by 4. From this triangle you
Okay.
can make it. So you can write tan inverse of 3 by 4 straight away plus tan inverse of, so this is tan inverse of 3 by 4 plus tan inverse of 3 by 5. So this is again tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So it is tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. So that is 3 by 4 plus 3 by 5 divided by 1 minus xy. That is 9 by 20.
Okay.
So here you can take the LCMs and then just check how it will turn up. So it is 15 plus 12, 15 plus
Okay.
12 on the top, whole divided by 20. 20 minus 9, that is 11, divided by 20, 20, 20 gone, and your 15 plus 12 is 27 by 11. So hence the answer tan inverse 27 by 11. So that's how we do.
Yeah.
So that's how you get, this is straight again. So you take two terms and apply tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is
Yeah.
equal to tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus x square, and again you have to
Yeah.
apply. So you will get
Okay.
the answer pi by 4. Tan inverse 1 you will end up,
Okay.
and then pi by 4.
Okay.
Solve the equation, this is the last one. So solve the equation, tan inverse x minus 1 plus tan inverse x plus 1 is tan inverse x.
3 plus 3x.
So with this we can finish the chapter.
Yeah.
So you have tan inverse
Tan
of
inverse
x plus
x
1
minus x
plus
plus
tan
1
inverse x minus 1
minus 1 is equal to
happens to
tan
be tan
inverse
inverse 3x.
3x.
So what is tan inverse a? Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y? You know that tan inverse of x
Yeah.
plus y. So instead of x, x plus 1 is there, plus x
Yeah.
minus 1 whole
Minus
divided by 1 minus xy,
minus
that is
x
x
y
square minus 1,
minus y,
right?
which is okay.
Yeah, this is what you have. That is equal to tan inverse 3x.
Yeah.
So this is what you have. And now you have, this is like tan inverse of 2x by whole divided by, this becomes 2 minus x square in the denominator. 2 minus x square in the denominator. So that is tan inverse 3x. So removing tan inverse on either side, you can write it like 2x by 2 minus x square happens to be 3x, like this you can write. So x we'll cancel it and then write that x is not equal to 0. We'll write it x not equal to 0. We'll cancel it on either side. And then you have to multiply, got to multiply here. So you get 2 is equal to 6 minus 3x square.
Okay.
So 3x square is equal to 6 minus 2, that is 4. So x square is 4 by 3 is what you have. So you are left with x is equal to plus or minus root over 4 by 3. So that is plus or minus 2 by root 3. Hence the answers. So that's the value of x possible.
Okay. 1 second.
So with this, the chapter is over.
Yeah. Okay. Go to plus or minus. Yeah, okay.
This chapter is over, and then
Yeah.
tomorrow when we meet, and
Yeah.
tomorrow what time, Aditi, we can do?
Like little bit early, is it possible? Like
Yeah, 10 o'clock morning. Maybe like 10 o'clock morning.
Yeah. Oh, tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Saturday.
tomorrow actually we can do at 5 o'clock also.
5 o'clock France time.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
That's too late. We can do early.
Okay. Yeah, early. Okay.
Like 10 o'clock morning.
Okay. Or can we do 9 o'clock morning?
Yeah, we can. No issues.
Okay.
9 o'clock means it will be 9 plus
1
4,
o'clock. 1:30.
1:30. Yeah, 1:30 we can do.
Yeah.
No problem. 1:30
Okay.
to 2:30 we will do. Okay, right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Bye
Bye,
bye.
ma.
Good night.
Bye, good night.